नमः सर्वेभ्यः शुभ अपराह्नः। अद्य साक्षात् पुस्तकस्य भागान् पठामः किञ्चित् अग्रे, परन्तु ततः प्राक् अत्र व्यञ्जनसन्धीनां किञ्चित् उपरितन अवलोकनं कुर्मः वयं सर्वे. Before we get into the regular learning, which we are going to step into, actually to continue our Sandhi studies, let us take a overview of the sandhis. Typically, this couple of things that I'm going to introduce today is ideal if we do this again effectively at the end of learning the sandhis. But it is also a good time to know ahead a little bit what lies ahead. So with that in mind, I thought I'll spend a few minutes going over this overview. So what I have here, I'm sorry that I cannot make it much larger. This is the potential best I can. Let me see if I can zoom a little bit more. No. Okay. So the idea here is to overall get a kind of visualization of what we are doing with these Vyanjana Sandhis. Okay. You remember, those of you who were my students in the previous level, even for Swara Sandhis, we had kind of used a visual of the table of Swaras arranged in a peculiar way, as arrayed combination of I mean the two letters that participate in the Sandhi and looking at it graphically. And that helps to kind of visualize this better. So in the same way, we could technically use graphical visualization of the sandhis even in the Vyanjana sandhis. And this is thanks to the scientific nature of these sandhis, really. So, and the scientific nature in which the letters are organized by the Akshara Patha as well as Maheshwara Sutra Patha.
Sir,
Okay.
you made this, sir?
Hello?
You prepared this, sir?
Let's walk through this.
Yeah.
So there are two sheets here. Okay, so we'll start with Shchutvam, where we started. This is roughly in the order in which we have been studying so far. So until today, actually, we have covered the first sheet. Okay, until today, we have largely covered the first sheet, and we are going to cover the second sheet going forward from today onwards into the remaining sessions, as well as we are going to go into together trying to solve them, etc. Okay, so Shchutvam is what we had first looked at. Okay, and that is Stoho, Shchuna, Shchuhu. This is a important, it may look little advanced why we are looking at it with the Paninian formula. But sometimes I find this very educative because Paninian formula for these sandhis, at least the primary sutra, not all the multiple sutras that may be involved. The primary sutra is very educative because it is coded very scientifically. That's why it's educative. Stoho, Shchuna, Shchuhu. Stu varnanam Shchu varnasya sakashe Shchu bhavati. So Sakara and Tavarga letters in the presence of Shakara and Chavarga letters will take the form of Shakara and Chavarga letters. That's all it says. Of course, this is the primary sutra. There will be a lot of borrow forward, borrow backs and explanation to understand it in a more complete sense. But this is sufficient. Stoho, Shchuna, Shchuhu. So that's why it is called Shchutva Sandhi, because Chuhu is happening Shchutva Sandhi. So even the name is actually based on the Paninian term Shchu. Okay, Shakara and Chavarga Shchu. Shchutvam becoming a Shchu letter Shchutva. Okay, so in Paninian flow, okay, in Paninian flow, there are these columns involved. Okay, Purva Nimittam, the precondition, I mean prior sitting condition, not precondition, the condition that is there in the previous portions of where the sandhi is happening. Then sthani, the letter that is involved in the transaction. Okay. Paranimittam, the conditions that are there after the sthani. So the condition that is there prior to the sthani, the condition that is there after the sthani, if applicable. Either in some cases both are there, in some cases only one is there. Okay, sthani itself is sufficient. There is no purva nimittam also. Nimittam means karanam, something like that. Okay, and then in places where there is adesha, the adesha column will populate. So adesha is a shatruvat, shatruvat adesha. So it will replace the sthani. So sthani will go away and the adesha will come in its place. And mitravat agamaha. So agama is when it comes and adds itself to the equation, doesn't replace the sthani. So if you see agama sandhis are rare, so lots are adesha sandhis only, what you are studying. Even in the second column, if you see, actually the name itself has Namuda agama sandhi. Agama is there in the sandhi name, there agama comes into picture. Okay, so all right. So, and like I told you, all this is dependent on this chart that we have already kind of studied in a light way, not in a very detailed way, in a light way we have studied. Okay, so we'll come back to the first slide here. So, Shutvam. So, Stoho Shunashchuhu. The Sthani has to be a Sakara or a Tavarga letter. So, that's what I have explained in more Laukika, Sa and Tavarga, which is actually Stu. Stoho is the Shashti. Shashti Vibhakti, when Panini uses, he indicates of the Sthani. So we are reading Stoho as Stu Aksharasya. Like that we are reading. Okay. Stu iti Aksharasya. Sakarasya atava Tavargaksharasya. Okay. Adeshaha Shchu Bhavati. Shchuhu Pratama Vibhakti. Right? So, Shchu Bhavati. Pratama Vibhakti is the Adesha, Shashti Vibhakti is the Sthani, and Nimitta will take other Vibhaktis. Chuna, Tritiya Vibhakti means it is in either as a Purva Nimitta or as a Paranimittam. I have listed it under Purva Nimittam, Paranimittam here, but technically I am incorrect. Actually, this can be a Purva Nimittam or a Paranimittam. Okay, so I have kept it like this because most of the world examples we see are Paranimittam, but Purva Nimittam is also possible. So for the first one, I am spending a little more time to explain. Later on, we will go through this in more detail at the end of our Sandhi learning. Okay, so under this condition, this is what happening. Now, what is happening pictorially? If we see pictorially, Tavarga letters are switching to Chavarga letters like that. So it is a row switch. So Chutva is a row switch, and if you include Sa and Sha in their corresponding organized set according to dharma of those letters, Sa changes to Sha also. So, okay, this is the correspondence that happens. So, if you just listen to Chutva, this is the one change that will happen. Now, like I told you, all these Vyanjana Sandhis are not like standalone Sandhis. Okay. Just a minute, let me mute. Okay, Aditya muted himself. So the Vyanjana Sandhis are not standalone Sandhis where they have completely isolated themselves and define all the conditions. No. What Panini did was, Panini is very, very miserly, right? I mean, very smart. I will withdraw the first statement. He's very smart. He doesn't waste his words. Okay, so what he did is he scientifically sat down, and Panini means all the Vyakaranakaras with the Panini lineage. Okay, not just alone Panini. So what they did was they said, no, let us look at all these transformations. There must be some common thread in this. So he says, okay, the first approach is let us soften the ending. Next approach is if the neighbor is harsh, let us again make it harsh. If the neighbor is of a different varga, let us switch rows. Okay, if there is a nasal thing involved, let us go to varga panchama. This kind of thought process. So then they kind of reordered that to put it in various bogies. So row change, column change, etc. They put in bogie after bogie of each kind, so that a pair of words that have to undergo sandhi, pair of words or pair of pieces of words, if it's within a word, pair of pieces of words, they go through these bogies, and each bogie is like a assembly line, right? That assembly line looks, oh, this is actually my part. I have to act on it. Or they say, look at the part and say, ayo, that part doesn't meet the conditions for me to act. So they just let the conveyor belt move on to the next bogie with those two word pieces. But if they did act on those pairs because they met the conditions for some screwdriver tightening of those two parts, they do that and pass on the modified part to the next bogie. So it's a perfect factory assembly line of formula that Panini and his Parampara constructed. So that's what we are looking at. Unfortunately, the way they have taught us, it is not in the exact order in which Panini will have them listed. but we will get a sample to look at them in the order in which Panini defined also. And this, by the way, it's like, don't think there is just like some 10 odd sutras and we are done. What I have brought is the one primary sutra only. Usually this Chutva itself will have some 10, 12, 13, 14 different sutras for the primary formula and the exceptions and all that listed. So, but 90% plus will be covered by the primary formula, so it's sufficient to look at it that way. Okay, rest of it we kind of it's like a tag for the rest of it in our minds. Okay, so having said that much, so this what I am doing here is a kind of not completely scientific, a dumb visualization of a row change, but in this bogie that is correct. Okay, next Stutva bogie, it has a different type of row change. It goes, instead of going to the cha varga, it goes to ta varga. Same tavarga candidate goes to tavarga, and sa goes to sha, shatkona sha instead of shankara sha. Okay, so this kind of different type of row change happens. Again, this is also shtuna. So shtuna again is tritiya, which means it is again purva or paranimitta. Tritiya vibhakti means purva or paranimitta. If it is saptami, then it is paranimitta. And there are he uses beautiful ways in which the vibhakti of the thing he uses to indicate whether I am indicating a nimitta or a sthani or an adesha or an agama, like that he shows. Okay, and if you see Panini's formula, he didn't waste his breath saying stoho again, because Chutva was defined before. Stuna Stuhu is enough for him. He says, okay, because I am talking of stoho, assume stoho here also, because there is a lack of a Shashti Vibhakti Shabda. Go back, walk back and find the Shashti Vibhakti Shabda and pull it in. So, Ramanu manege hodano, office-ಗೆ hodano. Ramanu has to be brought forward. I mean, I'm using Kannada, but I guess all language people understood what I was saying. So, Ramanu is brought forward again. So, stoho, like that, is brought forward again. Okay, that is the technique here. And so that is another type of row change. If you see Anuswara Sandhi, that is very, very clear, even the name itself. Varga Makara Vyanjanam Anuswaram Bhavati Athava Makaraha eva sthiyate. Yadi Swaraksharamasti Makaraha eva sthiyate. Yadi Vyanjanaksharamasti Tarhi Anuswarena Parivartyate. So there is not much. This is enough. This kind of visual is enough for us to understand. M plus Vyanjanam is Anuswara plus Vyanjanam. M plus Svaraksharam is M plus Svaraksharam only. There is no transformation. So actually Paninian formula is also very easy to understand. Moho Anuswaraha. Of the Makara, there shall be an Anuswara. Of course, there will be borrow backs and borrow forwards to indicate under what nimitta and all that. Okay, here only Shashti Vibhakti word and Pratama Vibhakti word is there. So only Sthani and Adesh are there. Of course, the nimitta will be borrowed forward. So obviously, it will be about ach, hal, and all that. Acham pare, acham pare no. Halam pare, moho anuswaraha, something like that will be the expansion. Hal will be the Vyanjanakshara, like something like that. So, and again, more formulas will be there to indicate about Padanta rule, etc. Padante, va, something like that is say. He will say, see, va Padantasya, like that. He will indicate, in the case of Padanta, it is optional. Va means optional, like that. Very, 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 very curt way of defining. Just like Yoga Sutras are very, very short versions of beautiful thoughts about yoga. Same way, not Sharira Yoga, I mean Mana Yoga. So that the same way, this Vyakarana Sutras are very compact. Okay. So Anuswaras, and then Jashtva, Jhalam, Jashonte, Jhalam, Jashi, Jash, various things are applicable. But the effect is column switch. See? So the column switch. And Parasavarna is also a column switch where we go to the Parga Panchama, and that is related to Anuswara. Okay, Anuswara going to Parga Panchama or Ya, La, Va. See, today we saw examples only of La, right? But there is a Ya example and a Va example here. You see here. Sanlapaha Visa Sanlapaha. See, Tvam Yasi, Tvam Yasi, Aham Vande. It's possible if you choose that path. So it's there available apparent for Ya, La, Va also. Repa has its own variation, so it's not part of the set. And so you saw this. See, ta, tha, da, dha also go to La, and Na goes ta, tha, da, dha goes to la without anunasika, but na goes to anunasika la, because it has to retain the anunasikatva. The anunasika variant of lakara, sorry, the anunasika variant of lakara comes in. So only when there is a na anunasika variant, when there is a normal ta, tha, da, dha, there is no anunasika variant. Normal la comes into picture. Okay. So now, so talnayaha with a anuswara bindu may have been mistake if I had shown earlier. Sallapaha is correct because some is again having anuswara, so there is no question. But tat tad will only generate tallayaha like that. Okay. Whereas vidwan lasati brings out again anuswara because nakara is changing to anunasika lakara. Okay. So, and the base formula there for that lakara change is torli in the sutra set, and anuswara sandhi is described by anuswarasya yai parasavarnaha. In the post presence of yai letter, anuswara as a sthani will switch to parasavarna. See, beautiful. It's all that columns are identified with vibhaktis. Okay. And then optionality he shows in another formula. Va padantasya. So padantasya anuswarasya yai parasavarnaha va. We have to add va to the equation, means optionally, like that. Beautiful. Very mathematical expressions. That's why software engineers love Samskritam, and they have worked hard to codify entire Paninian suite into software. Okay, and the same way Chartvam switches from these columns into first column. Anunasika Sandhi takes the Varga letters into Varga Panchama. Numudagama in some conditions brings an extra letter. Purva Savarna is also there, just like we studied Parasavarna. There is a Purva Savarna also where Hakara switches to fourth column. Gha, jha, dha, dha, bha. So Hakara. See, Jhayo, Jhayontarasyaam. Ho antarasyam, sorry. So Jayaha is this. This column is Jai Varnaha. Okay, according to Maheshwara Sutra. So, and then Jayaha. So it is a Adesha, you see, it's in Pratama. Jayaha. So then ho. So haha, actually. Haha of the Hakara. Ho antarasyam. I don't know what this antarasyam exactly means. Some condition is there which I am not able to recall. So that is what. So ha is switching to this column under some conditions. Okay. And then chatva is also similar. Shascho ati, he says, but shaha, chaha, va, ati, pare. So shakarasya, chakarasya, vikalpena syat at avarnanam pare. See, padantat jayaha has to be also borrowed forward. So expansion of shashchoti is all that. Okay. So, but in the effect is chakara mahaprana appearing in the second half. Okay. Anyway, so you will be studying this with examples, but nice to know the sutra way in which Panini defines. Okay. All right. So that much. And yeah. So if you see the progression, you see a thing like Tat Shivaha in Paninian Prakriya, first Jashtva happens, because in the 8th chapter, second segment, 39th sutra itself, he has this Jhalam Jashahante. So without minding what is there next, we have to switch the to the according to his requirement, that is the to the bogi. The first Jastva bogi will switch to the. Then that moves to the Shchutva bogi. Shchutva bogi looks and says, oh, this is Tavarga letter Dakara, and because there is a Sha which meets the Shchuna condition, so Jat should change to corresponding letter in the Chavarga. So Cha, Cha, Ja. So the changes to Ja. So Taj Shivaha will be the intermediate generant. But then it moves on to Chartva bogi. Chartva says, oh, Shakara is not a Mrudu Vyanjana. It is a Kharvarna. Khari pare. Expansion, if you see, it will be first column letter, it shall be like that. Okay. So Shakara is there. So we have to switch back from Ja to Cha. So to our simple brain, it looks like we changed from Tha to Cha. But actually, Panini has taken it through two further transfer. Tha to the to Ja, Ja to Cha. That is his flow. Very, very scientific flow. Okay. So, and then Chartva. Then if optionally you can do Chatvam Va. So you can change Shakara to Chakara using Chatvam. Cha remains. So you get Tachivaha. So you had two forms. Because of the va, there are two forms. Either you take the chatvam and do tachivaha, or you don't take the chatvam and do tachivaha, tachivaha. But chakara, no more dakara or takara, tachivaha, like that. Okay, but originally if you unwind, it will be tat plus shivaha. All the way if you unwind, which you must if you are breaking the sandhi. Tad can be used sometimes in the sentence. It's okay to show the jastva tad shivaha, but we usually go back to tat shivaha. Okay, so this is how the movement is, or when you reverse, is you are reversing through the same path. And here the similar thing for a shtutva. Okay, so jastva shtutva chartva, instead of chutva chartva it will be shtutva chartva. Here there is no condition for chatva because there is no shakara, so it stops there. Okay, so only one form, tattika, like that. See, if you see here again, ta to da to da back to ta. Okay, in effect only row change happened, but there is actually column change and a column change reversal through chartva. So jastva and chartva are like, complement bogies. Chartva undoes what chartva has done if he doesn't like it. Arey, go back to first column, he says. But this will happen after row changes have taken place. In between bogies have changed through chutva and shtutva, row changes. Then chartva comes for a further column change if it finds the reason for reversing it. Mrudu Vyanjana is not there in the para condition, para nimittam, so it switches back like that. Okay, so that is the visual. Okay, so that's all I wanted to talk before I start today's lesson. I know I am probably violating Samskrita Bharati rules by introducing all this up ahead, but towards the end we will look at it again once to understand this. Okay,
so will you please share the slides on the WhatsApp group?
I will share these slides, no problem.
Thank
there
you,
is
sir.
Nothing, as long as it's not from the book, I can share that. Okay. So is everyone able to see back our original presentation?
Yes, sir.
Great. So just give me a second. Okay, chartva sandhi. So we are in that bogi, reversal of jastva bogi. Study the following examples. Ramayanam anushtup chandasa rachitam asti. So anushtup chandasa. So if you go back, it is anuštub changing to anuštup. Okay, actually this is where the problem comes. Okay, actually anuštub itself is a derivative of anuštup. So we know it as either anuštup or anuštub, like that. So to show anuštub now and show reversal to stup is confusing the students. Arey, wasn't it already anuštup? That's where anuštub came from. That's why I went through the Paninian bogi. Okay, so it's very obvious here. It's actually anushtup only which has changed to anushtup. Chartvam has reversed it back to anushtup. So when the other chutva is not applying, what we are doing? We are doing jastva, chartva, reversal. Go to jastva, reverse it through chartva. I mean, because it is a factory process. Paint karo, nikalo paint. Aisa. Thoda farak. Okay, so we are doing nikalo paint process here, but and then we have to explain actually painting happened because jastva happened, but jastva cannot happen according to how Samskrita Bharati taught, because chakara is not a mrudu vyanjana. So we get lost. How did anuštub get ever generated at all? So student get confused. So isn't it anuštub itself illegal here because chakara is there? It should have always stayed anuštub. In which case, why chartu sandhi is coming into play? Wasn't that the original? Yes, except if you look at them in silos, separate the bogies and look at all the preconditions that happened, and together you are doing that, it looks a little stupid to look at this as chartva. Correct? Only if you know jastva happened, chartva is scientifically correct. Am I making sense?
Sir, one question. Sir, one question.
Huh.
So even without any sandhi happening, the tub can change to tup.
Yeah. So actually, jastva is unconditional. If you looked at my slide, there is no nimitta for jastva according to how Panini defined it. Okay, Panini doesn't have paranimitta also.
Okay, so it can happen on its own.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
According to Panini, it's a mandatory. First, I mean, साफ करो type. So साफ करके आगे चलता है बोगी नेक्स्ट बोगी को साफ करो बाद में देख लेंगे ऐसा. तो
Okay,
जस्टवा इसलिए कि साफ करने का काम है.
okay, sir. Understood.
हाँ. So next, asmat patram bhavata praptam nanu. So again, asmad plus patram has gone to asmat plus patram. But if you know, asmat is the original form of asmad. Asmad actually is the alternate form through jastva. So yeah, but today we know why we can break it down into asmad plus patram and show asmad as a jastva variant of asmat. Okay.
Sir, but in Jashtva, according to your chart, the Parnimittah also was listed.
Yeah. Jastva listed, but that is because they made it an independent silo. Okay. Instead of a bogie method, Samskrita Bharati tried to make it independent silo. The problem with that is, how do you explain asmad then? How do you explain breaking asmat patram as asmad plus patram?
It was
Cannot
already
happen
Asmat.
because dakara cannot appear if pakara is there, right? You're understanding the problem they introduced by siloing them. Okay, by making them independently defined, they are actually invalidating their own examples later. Bhagini, I don't know if I'm making sense. Huh?
Yes,
So
yes,
this
sir.
asmat patram is being invalidated by their definition of justvam, because if we reverse it, we have to write asmad plus patram, and we look at asmad and say how it could itself be there, because asmad is not an original form, it is a transformed form of asmat only.
Asmat.
So then now if we break it, we have to technically break it as asmat plus patram and say there was no variation of letters, so there is no sandhi. It's a samyuktakshara. That is incorrect. It is not a samyuktakshara. Actually, there was a sandhi, jastva, which was reversed by chartva. Got it? It is a little, because of the approach of siloing, they had to, it's a fight for Samskrita Bharati also. If they start introducing Paninian bogie method and all that, it will go into esoteric territory. Most of us here at this level will get confused. So what I am doing is, I am using their own flow to learn it, but then pointing out what the troubles come and why we should also know about the bogies of sandhi transformations, where Vyanjana sandhi is actually a train of events, how we understand. Okay. So etadruk karma kimartam kritam. So etadrug karma, gakara has changed to kakara, etadrug karma. So that's what they will show later. See here, I'm just doing it all together. Etadrug karma. Oh, kirti is there instead of karma here. Some mistake. Huh? It's editorial error. Anyway, satkirtihi sampadaniya sarvaihi. So sat plus kirtihi, but actually to show the chartva, we have to show it as sad plus kirtihi with the jastva. So everywhere the jastva has to manifest. Sad plus, which actually shows jastva can manifest unconditionally without the karkasha mrudu condition being met. Okay. Matra shat khadyani kritani adya. By mother. Matra is not tablet. Sorry. It is by the mother. Matru shabda. Rikaranta matru shabda. Pitra, matra, like that. By the mother. Karana karaka. Okay. Matra shat khadyani. So here, shadka, actually, unfortunately, it is not compounded in because of the font problem. But anyway, that halanta takara actually is reversed to shad, which is the jastva form of shat. Shad plus kadyani. So everywhere to show the chartva example, we have to assume a jastva. Vipat kalam kopi na icchati. So vipad plus kalam is how you split it. Though the first split is vipat plus kalam first, and then vipat jastva reverse, jastva form is vipad kalam. So everywhere if you see jastva form is shown. Vipad, actually everywhere there is tankana dosha. It's kalam in the sense kalaha they have written. Okay, they have at least shown a complete full word here, so I don't want to blame them. Okay, all right. So Parishad karyam. So parishad plus karyam. So everywhere softening of that letter. So Ramayanam is there in Anushtup Chandas. Is created in Anushtup Chandas. Our letter, was it propped by you? Isn't so? Nanu is like, isn't it so? Like that. Etadrik karma kimartam kritam. This nature of act, why was it done? Somebody screwed up here. Like that. Satkirtihi sampadaniya sarvaihi. Good fame should be the goal or obtained by everyone. Okay. Sarva shabdasya si sarvaihi. Karana. Ayo, no. Sorry. Shashti.
Tritiya Bahuvachanam.
Tritiya Bahuvachana only. Karana only. Yeah. So this is actually Karmani Prayoga. Yeah. Sampadaniya Sarvaihi. Matra Shatkhadyani Kritani Adya. Ayo, poor mother. By the mother, 6 eatables were done today. Vipatkalam kopi na ichchati. Nobody likes Vishamakala or Vipatkala means adversarial times. I don't know how to translate it better than that.
Difficult times.
Difficult times. Parishat karyam maya kritam. So the work of the committee was done by me. Parishat is something like a committee, closest I can think of. In the examples above the Sandhi, all we have seen that everywhere Jastva version is used. So when Vargiya Vyanjanam other than na, nya, ana, na, ma. Okay, this is Varga Panchama, right? So Vargiya Vyanjanam other than Varga Panchamam is followed by a Karkasha Vyanjanam, which is Karkasha Vyanjana Agrima Darshini. So Karkasha Vyanjana, see Karkasha Vyanjanani ka, kha, cha, cha, ta, tha, ta, tha, pa, pha. These are ones. Okay. And Mrudu Vyanjanas, you see here, Varga Tritiya, Varga Chaturtha, and Varga Panchama also comes under Mrudu. But in this case, they are excluded because they are not exclusive. See, other than Varga Panchama, it's followed by Karkasha Vyanjana. In place of that original Vargiya Vyanjana, go to the first letter of the Varga. Go with the first column. Like, okay. So that's what my picture showed actually earlier, switching to the first column. And it showed it from second, third, and fourth column, eliminating the fifth column. 3 arrows back to the first column. Like that. Okay. So in the table, the rule can be shown Purva Nimittam, Paranimittam, Adeshaha. Okay. So Purvaha is actually Sthani here. Unfortunately, they use Purvaha, but it's Sthani. Sthani is Vargiyani Vyanjanani, Nyanyanam Varnan Vihaya. Okay. Karkasha Vyanjanani Paranimittam. Adeshaha Ku iti. Kavarka cha ta ta pa iti. Sorry. Adeshaha to some other Mahashwara Sutra will be involved for that. Okay. Jhalam khari pare jhalam charahasyuhu. Char is the Adesha. So yeah. Char varnaha. Ka cha ta ta pa are called char varna.
Mahodaya.
See, ka cha ta ta pa. If this one come here, yeah. See, ka pa kha cha ta ta pa cha ta ta tau kapai. So char they include shashasa also. So charad varna for some reason includes shashasa, but it's in Paninian domain. We have to see what happens if shashasa are involved. It's a little more deep, but right now they have curtailed that to just ka cha ta ta pa. Yes, Bhagini.
In the fourth example, Satkirtihi Sampadaniya Sarve.
Sarvaihi.
That relation, Sarvaihi. That relation between Satkirtihi and Sampadaniya.
Strilinga. Strilinga.
Satkirtihi
is Strilinga pada. Just like Matihi. Matihi. Matihi, Mati, Matyaha. Like the same way. Kirtihi. Kirti, Kirtyaha, Kirtayaha, something like that will come. Okay. Anyway, so that is a Strilinga pada. That's why Sampadaniya is in Strilinga. And it is in Karmani. So by everyone, Satkirti has to be obtained. Like that. Karmani. So this is Karma in Prathama. And this is Aniyar.
Aniyar in Strilinga.
To go in Strilinga. The mandatory nature is the Aniyar Pratyaya, right? Sampaditavya, Sampadaniya, Tavyataniyar. One Aniyar has been used here. Shweta Varya?
Sir, here everything karmani only. All the examples.
I have not observed. This one I observed. Ramayanam Anushtup Chandasa Rachitam Asti. No, that is not in Karmani. Right?
The fifth and seventh one are in Karmani.
But you can say, first one you can take it to Karmani if you say Valmikina. If you add Valmikina, it looks like Karmani. Otherwise, it's just like Visheshana to Ramayana. Okay, Rachitam. Okay. So, but if you take Valmikina, then you're right. It looks like Karmani at that point. Asmat Patram Bhavata Praptam Nanu. Bhavata Bayu Praptam. Correct. Okay. This is in Karmani for that sense. Okay. Because the accent is on Asmat Patram rather than Bhavan. Okay. Etadrik karma kimartam kritam. Yeah, this is also Ktanta. So, Tvaya kimartam kritam. Like that. Okay. So, this is again Karmani. Very good observation. Satkirti Sampadana, we already said. Matra Shatkadhyani Kritani Adya. This is Kartari. Okay. So matra. Oh, by it's actual karmani. Sorry. Again, matra is tritiya and pashatkat khadyani is the pratama vibhakti bahuvachana. So it is also in karmani. Vipat kalam kopi na ichchati. Kaha api na ichchati. This is kartari.
Kartari.
Okay.
Ichchati.
And parishat karyam maya kritam karmani. Good. Actually, it is good skill to check with ourselves whether we are finding this karmani kartari action in the correct sense in these sentences, because kridantas will be there and we have to know the nature of the kridanta and see if we can fit in a karta if it is missing, and if we do fit in a karta that goes into tritiya, then karmani.
Yes, sir. Yes, thanks.
Yeah, Shweta and say you have been having your hand up for a while.
Yeah, sir, just the way here, Chartva Sandhi, we have confusion with sir, like what will be the Adesha. Same with Jashtva Sandhi, when we say Mrudu Vyanjana as Yavar Alaha, so what will be the Adesha for them?
Jash, right? Jalam,
Yeah,
Jash. Let us see the Jash first. Jabagada-dash. See, it doesn't have. Jash doesn't have Yara Lava anything. Jabagada-dash. Finish.
Here they have given like Mrudu Vyanjanani does include Yavar Alaha.
No, that is Paranimitta. The letter itself is Jash only, no? The Adesha is only Jash. Jhalam, Jhash, Jhalvarna, Jhalvarna, Jhalam, Jash. Okay, wait, what was the... Okay, I have lost that formula now. Unfortunately, I don't have.
So the par nimittam has
here, Jhalam Charahasyuhu. No, this is Karipare.
Sir, Jhalam,
Jashonte, Jashaha ante. Jash is again Jabagadadha, Jabagadadash. That's all. There is no further movement. So it is not including Varganta, Avargiya Vyanjanas.
Okay.
Jash. So Jash and Jash both are not using Avargiya Vyanjanas. So it is limited within Vargiya.
Jashtva Sandhi itself.
The next example is
okay, now guys, this nature of digging into Maheshwara Sutra and going into Panini analysis is not the syllabus. Okay, many students have already crying with me saying you are allowing too many questions in a non-useful direction. This is confusing us because we are already enough confused with the base learning. So just let us keep it simple now. Okay.
It's not that, sir. That next example they have given the other Karkasha Vyanjana also. That is what I am pointing out.
No, I'm not. I'm telling anything to you, Bhagini. We will learn. If something is given ahead, we will learn. Okay, don't worry. Yeah, thanks, Shweta Varye. So for now, just take it.
Okay, yes, sir. Thank you.
So, Chartva Sandhi, we saw the rules and Udaharanani, Sat, Sad Karyam, Sat Karyam. Okay. So, Sat goes to Sad and then split back as Sat Karyam later. Okay. This is eventual split back. So, Bhagavat plus Padaha, Bhagavad Padaha, Bhagavat Padaha. It's okay. So this is actually from Saumya Krishnapura's Lagu Siddhanta Kaumudeya. She shows actually the Jastva, Chartva, Jastva play. When she shows with example, she is showing this. Okay, just Don't worry too much about this. Similar, just enough
So,
what we learned.
sir, just to repeat, Sat will become Sad without any conditions, right?
Correct. And then goes to Karyam.
And
And,
then
if
goes
you
to-
if see,
Yes.
because Kakara Karkasha Vyanjana is there, reverses back to Sat.
Okay, sir.
That's what she's showing. How Sat standalone switches to Sat, and in the presence of Karyam goes back to Sat.
Hmm.
And then they are written together as a Samyuktakshara as Sat Karyam. Okay?
Oops.
They have to be written as a Samyuktakshara because this is not, Sat is not in its Vibhakti form. It's a Pratipadika. It's a Samastapada, Sat Karyam. So we have to combine it. Nityam. Sat Karyam has to be written. Okay?
It will not have the space. It
No,
has to be
you
Sat
cannot
Karyam.
have the space because Sat
Yes, sir.
is a Pratipadika. For a Pratipadika, you should not give space. For a Upasarga, you should not give space. Like that. Okay. So we'll skip forward. So now there is a split thing to be done. Okay. So let's invite somebody to help us here. Harini Pandurangan Varye. Harini calling 1. Harini calling 2.
Mahoday.
Harini has come in within the third call. It's like,
Actually, I was in mute. I forgot to.
no
unmute
problem, no
myself.
problem. So, Bhagini, split up, okay? Shat Saptatihi. How will you split it up?
Shad plus Saptatihi.
Shad with Dakara. Well done. Shad with Dakara plus Saptati. D, T is the transformation reversal we are doing. Okay. Then one more
Then
for you. Rutvik Pramukaha.
Rutvig plus
Ah,
Pramukaha.
Rutvig plus Pramukaha. Switch to the soft column. That's all. Rutvig plus Pramukaha. So Gakara had changed to Kakara, which we are showing the reversal. Chief Rutvik in Yajna. Okay, the Rigveda Pandita, who is the chief in the Yajna. Okay, thanks, Bhagini. So let us call upon Muralidhara. Aditya, you stand by. Muralidhara. Next couple of them for you. Muralidhara is not unmuted. Muralidhara, sir. Okay, fine. So Aditya A. What's happening to my student? They're all watching IPL preview. Okay. Anuradha and Meeta have lined up. So Anuradha and Meeta in that order. Anuradha, you go first.
Madhulid Pibati. It
Ah.
will be splitted as Madhulid plus
Very
Pibati.
very good. Madhulid plus. See, Bhagini is deliberately over pronouncing so that we hear each other clearly, which is correct. Madhulid Pibati. Well done. One more, Bhagini.
Vanik Pradhanaha. Vanik, that is
Vanik. No, don't make it Va. You're reading it like Dirga. Vanik.
Sorry. Vanik. Vanik Pradhanaha. That is Vanig Pradhanaha.
Correct. Okay, so Madhulit is actually bee liquor, which means sorry, honey liquor, Madhulit. So bee drinks, Madhulit Pibati, and Vanik Pradhanaha is a chief trader or chief seller or something like that. Okay. Thanks, Bhagini. Meeta, Bhagini, your chance.
Sakrit Pratignyah. That will become Sakrid Dakara plus
Dakara.
Pratignyah.
Very good. The changes to the. Stay in the row and switch to the soft column. That's all. Sakrid Pratignyah. Very good. One more.
Patat Parnam. It will become Patad Dakara plus Parnam.
Patad Parnam. You can finish off this.
Parivrat Sangaha. So Parivrad Sangaha.
Very good. Parivrad Sangaha. Okay. All right. So generally, if you see, we are moving from first column to third column everywhere. Okay. So to show the reversal of the Chartva, first column to third column, we are moving. Mahapranas are not coming into the equation generally. They may come somewhere. At least the examples don't seem to have anything like that. Okay, so let's call upon Vijay Lakshmi is unmuted. You have a question, Bagini, or you want to participate?
I want to participate, sir.
Okay, so you stay unmuted. Join the sandhi and write which letter is replaced by which other letter as shown in the example. So, for example, Arabh plus yate becomes Arabsyate. Bhakara switches to Karkasha Pakara, first column. So, Arabsyate is the form. Okay, so Bhsya, Psya it will become. So, same way, try to read the next one and give us the splits. Give us the combine. Yeah.
Bhubrut plus patihi.
Hmm.
Bhubrut patihi.
Takara. Okay. So, d plus pa
Pa.
is
Ta.
t plus pa. Okay. Tpa.
Yes.
Bhrubhrut patihi. Very good.
Patihi.
Okay. That's what we are saying. Okay.
Tad,
Next one.
tad plus pashvam.
Hmm.
Tad pashvam.
Takara again. Dakara
Ta.
switches to takara. So
Takara.
same formula again. D, but here dirgha pa. So tpa. Okay.
Pa.
Thanks, Bagini. Who else I missed? Okay, I think everybody who had requested. Anuradha, you go. Two of them. Yeah.
Ud plus karnaha, utkarnaha, takara.
Takara again. The change. Okay. Utkaranaha. So it's actually focused ears, listener. It's ut actually means up ears is what you see typically when you see a flappable ear animal like a dog or something, it flaps its ear up to listen. Na? So that's why it actually in us it means to listen, to focus and listen. One more, Bagini.
Okay, focus and listen. This would karna. Okay. Then sarad plus kalaha, sarat kalaha. It takara.
Takara. Well done. Sharat kalaha. So autumn. Thanks, Bagini. There is one more Anuradha. Let me call her because she's getting left behind. She's getting left behind by the proactive Anuradha. So, Anuradha SL, you go, Bagini.
Shet karmani. Shet karmani.
Shat karmani. Takara. 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 So, next.
Shet karmani. Swapad putra. Swapat. Da plus po. Swapat putra.
Takara. Lot of them are Dakara related. So Swapat Putraha. So Swap, if you remember Swapna, so it is, so Swapat means Shatranta, the dreaming son, dreamy son. Okay. I don't know whether dream of the parents or the son itself is dreaming, but yeah, that kind of son.
One more. Ratat
Yeah, you get.
Ratat kakaha. Takara.
Ratat kakaha. Ratana means to, da 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 to read again and again. That is called ratana, right? So actually the word comes from making sound, noise type of thing. So ratat kakaha means the crow that is making noise, noisy crow. Ratat krakaha. Okay, all these are samasta padas largely, if you see. Okay. Thanks. I think a few of you couldn't get a chance. I apologize. You'll get over time. You all will get the chance. Okay. So let us see what is this extra annotations that I have. Shailaja, you have a question, Bagini? No.
No,
Okay.
I
wanted to participate. No problem. I'll include in the later chances. Suchana samastapadeshu pratipadikam eva sthani prayah. So in the samastapada, pratipadikam, whatever is the this etad, sakrid, vanig, these are all pratipadikas. They have last letter of them is the sthani, perhaps. Vibhakti samastapadasya sampurnasya ante eva syat prayah. Vibhakti is usually there only at the end of the samastapada. Why I have put prayah? There are aluk samasas. Aluk samasa is a category of other, I mean, a shashti tatpurusha can be aluk. That's kind of an overload identifier for a samasa. What is aluk means? The vibhakti pratyaya of the purva pratipadika has not been removed. Okay, so it seems to keep its pratipadika, retains its vibhakti. So there are samasas like that also. Okay.
Varya, can you just quickly tell us what is Pratipadika? I mean, I must have.
No problem, no
Noun,
problem.
is it a noun or something? Not noun.
Yeah, there are two primary, there is one primary part called dhatu in entire Sanskritam world. Dhatu is the
Verb.
original root of the verb. Okay. And then there are methods available to take the dhatu into Pratipadika, by which it will become a noun stem. So Pratipadika is a technical title for a stem of a noun. Okay. And then noun is when we attach the vibhakti pratyaya to the noun stem. So that means Pratipadika plus vibhakti pratyaya is equal to namapada. Okay. And dhatu plus kriya pratyaya or thing pratyaya is kriyapadam. So dhatus can also take krit pratyaya. So dhatu plus krit pratyaya plus vibhakti pratyaya is namapadam. Dhatu plus krit pratyaya is pratipadikam. Okay, these are all in the very early stages. I had shown a flowchart for this. If you go back and see the early videos, you will find it. Okay. Yeah. So Pratipadikam is a noun stem. Dhatu is a verb stem. Pratipadikam itself generates from dhatu using krit pratyaya addition. Okay. So like ram dhatu plus ghai pratyaya becomes rama. And then rama plus tip becomes ramaha. Tip is the vibhakti pratyaya. Actually, not tip. Soup. Thanks, Bhagini. My brain is also floating. Soup pratyaya. Sorry, not tip. Yeah. Su pratyaya. Soup is the entire list. Su is the first one. Yeah. All right. So now this stotra remains for us to study. What is this stotra saying? Sandhya snanam japaschaiva devatanam cha pujanam vaishvadevam tatha atityam षट्कर्मणि dine dine deva puja guru pastihi sandhyayaha samyamastapah दानंचेति गृहस्थानां षट्कर्मणि dine dine. Wow. Okay. So the 6 karmas, daily
Karmani, right?
Karmani. So Shat Karmani. Everywhere I read Shat Karmani. I apologize.
Yeah.
Shat Karmani. So dine dine Shat Karmani. So there is a double list, I think. But anyway, let us see. Sandhya, Snanam, Japaha, Pujanam, Vaishvadevam. This is Agnihotram. And then Atityam. So one set of 6 karmas are Sandhya Vandanam, Snanam, Pratidinam, Pratah Kale, Sayankale, Kadapi, Snanam, Japaha, Japatapaha, Devatanam, Pujanam, Pujana Kriya, and then Agnihotram is called Vaishvadevam. Okay, and then Atityam, taking care of the guest. So beautiful, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 list. Okay, and another list, maybe from some other verse, Deva Puja, Devatanam Pujanam is there. Guru Pastihi, Seva of the Gurus. You can take it in the Atitya sense, perhaps. Okay. Swadhyayaha, a different thing altogether. Okay. Swadhyayaha, Samyamaha, Tapaha, Danaha. Danam cha iti grihasthanam षट्कर्माणि. So danam includes, you can say, some form of atityam in a sense, maybe to the one who stays outside but wants help. Okay. Samyamaha, tapaha all come under japa tapa a little bit. Swadhyayaha is a little distinct from anything in the list above. Okay. So studying. So the actual sandhya, snana, etc. are not listed here. But I guess that comes anyway automatically before Deva Puja. So it more is like a mandatory precondition to Deva Puja. So it's fine. So beautiful.
ಸರ್ ಇದು ನಮ್ಮ ಬುಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ನೀವು
ಅಯ್ಯೋ ನಿಮ್ ಬುಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕಲರ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಿದೀನಿ ಚಿತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ.
ಹೌದಾ? ಸರಿ ಆಯ್ತು.
ಬುಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಸುಮ್ನೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಷಟ್ಕರ್ಮಾಣಿ ಅಂತ ನೋಡಿದ್ವಲ್ವಾ, ವಿಸಾ ಷಟ್ಕರ್ಮಾಣಿ, ದಟ್ಸ್ ವೈ ಷಟ್ ವಾಸ್ ದೇರ್, ಷಟ್ ಸಪ್ತತಿ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್, ಐ ಡೋಂಟ್ ನೋ ಷಟ್ಕರ್ಮಾಣಿ ವಾಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಅಟ್ ಆಲ್. Here, Shad Karmani. So that's why I thought, let me bring in what it is. What is these 6 duties, daily duties, like that? Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay.
It's a kind of learning on the side. Every time we see a word, there is an opportunity to learn about it. Okay. All right. So we have come to the.
ಕೊಡಿ ಸರ್
Huh?
ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಳಿಸ್ಕೊಡಿ ಸರ್.
ಮೇಡಮ್ ಇದೇನು ಮನ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಬಿಡಿ ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಯಂಗ್ಸ್ಟರ್ಸು. ಕಳಿಸ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಓಕೆ. ಹಾ, ಲೌಕಿಕ.
It will be there in the video.
Video also. Correct. Correct. Yeah. Laukika Nyayaha. Okay. So not everyone has that enormous daily bandwidth to watch all the videos. For sometimes, they would have finished their daily quota. So it's fair that they ask, please send me that particular picture. Not a problem.
That particular slide will be helpful for us.
Yes. So Laukika Nyayaha. So today there are two more. Andhapangu Nyayaha. Beautiful. And then Vriddha Kumari Vakya Nyayaha. Okay. Contradiction. Vriddha Kumari Vakya Nyaya. So Andhaha Panguhu. Andhaha is a blind fellow. Panguhu is a lame fellow. So Andhapangu Nyaya is about actually how they combine effectively. Okay. So when two people overcome their individual deficiencies by overlapping their efficiencies, we call it Andhapangu Nyayena Karyam Kritamasti. Like that. Okay. Knowledgeably, by overlapping capabilities, the work has been done later. Okay. Andaha means a blind man. Panguhu is a lame person. A blind man and a lame man want to go to different place. Together, they think of a way to accomplish this. The blind man carries the lame on his shoulder and starts walking. The lame person guides the blind, telling him of the humps and potholes on the way. Thus, by mutual cooperation, they reach their destination. This maxim is quoted when two persons having complementary skills or qualities work in coordination to achieve a goal. Teamwork. Sometimes doesn't mean we are andhas or pangus, but we have to specialize in one category to work in a team, at least. Shailaja Variya, you still have your hand raised. Is it just that you forgot to lower it? Okay. Just to lower your hands, because otherwise keep getting pop-ups. Okay. All right. Vriddha Kumari Vakya Nyaya. So Vriddha is old. Kumari means unmarried. Are Shailaja, again you raised your hand. Okay, I think by mistake. I'll just ignore that. Okay. There, Kumari is a spinster, one who has remained unmarried, and Vakya is sentence and Nyaya is the rule, like that. So let us see what this interesting rule is. There was an aged spinster, Vriddha Kumari. Once Devendra, the king of gods, was pleased with her and he offered her a boon. Okay, it all comes to me, the memory. She asked a boon thus: my children must eat plenty of ghee and milk from a gold plate. Okay, how many things she asked in one sentence? In a single sentence, boon, she was able to get so many of her desires fulfilled. First of all, to get married. Children means getting married. She had to become young to give birth, that also. Then she had to bear many children, putra prapti also. She had to have cows and a lot of grains always, right? They should eat plenty of ghee and milk from a gold plate. So there should be dhana also. Thus the clever old lady spoke one sentence with a lot of implied meaning. When I don't know whether Devendra granted that, but anyway, when an expression is capable of yielding many meanings, this maxim is quoted. Vriddha Kumari Vakya Nyaya.
Devendra looks confused, sir, in the picture.
In this picture, he looks his eyes are going here, thither. Why did I become Devendra? This lady deserves that post like that. Okay. So, Laukika Nyaya. So, Sangrahya Vishayaha, the last couple of sections are there. I think we'll conclude the third lesson today. Not too much more time will be needed. Sangrahya Vishayaha, collectible items for us. Shlokas to be recited early in the morning. Brahma Muraris Tripurantakascha Banuhu Shashi Bhumi Suto Budascha Guruscha Shukrah Shanishrahu Ketavaha Kurvantu Sarve Mama Suprabhatam. So it's all the grahas. Okay. All the grahas are being So, and including Brahma as an additional factor, all the grahas and some additional gods also. Okay. So, Brahma, Muraris, Tripurantakascha. So, the three triad, Brahma, Vishnu, Maheshwara, Tripurantaka being Maheshwara there. Actually, I'm confused. I think, yeah, Murari is Vishnu and Tripurantaka is Maheshwara. Okay. Then Antaka in the sense being the one who brings the laya, that sense, I think. Okay. Bhanuhu, Surya, Shashi, Chandra, Bhumihi, our Mother Earth. Okay. Bhumi Sutaha, sorry. Bhumi is indicated not directly because we are talking about other grahas. Bhumi Sutaha. So, the Mangala is always called son of Bhumi because he's right next to us and is kind of imagine exactly. If you see Mangala's orbit is like the twice the orbital time of Earth in a rough sense. So, yeah, Bhumi Suta he visits us once in 2 years, comes near us. Then Buddha, okay, and then Guruhu. So, and then Shukraha, Venus, and then Shanihi, slow one, okay, Saturn. Rahuhu, Ketavaha, Rahu Ketavaha, Shanihi, Rahu Ketavaha. So, Shani Rahu Ketavaha is taken as a triad, so Bahuvachana there. Okay, Rahu and Rahu is the shadow graha, and Ketu is the comets and meteors. Okay, Rahu Ketu belong there. Kurvantu sarve, they all do mama suprabhatam, of my good morning. I mean, they have to be in the correct houses for me to have a good day. So it's a little bit of Jyotisha also involved there. Okay. Brahma Muraris Tripurantakascha Bhanuhu Shashi Bhumi Suto Budascha Guruscha Shukraha Shani Rahu Ketavaha Kurvantu Sarve Mama Suprabhatam. This Mama Suprabhatam sounds very easy to remember. Rest I will also forget. While bathing, okay. Gange cha Yamune chaiva Godavari Saraswati Narmade Sindhu Kaveri Jalesmin Sannidhim Kuru. Everything is in Sambodhana here. He Gange, he Yamune, he Godavari, he Saraswati, he Narmade, he Sindhu, he Kaveri. Asmin Jale Tava Sannidhim Kuru.
ಸ್ನಾನ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಾಗ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಟ್ರಿ
Tvam
ಮಕ್ಳಿಗೆ.
Sannidhim Kuru. Actually, you come and reside in this water. Yeah, when we do snana, yes,
ಮಕ್ಳಿಗೆ
yeah, correct. So that's basically we are hoping that every mug of water that we use actually has all this punya of all these matas joining in to help us to make us pavana, pavitra. That kind of feeling. Gange cha Yamune chaiva Godavari Saraswati Narmade Sindhu Kaveri Jalesmin Sannidhim Kuru. See how by eliding that akara you fit the akshara matra there, right? In the past, our country was very vast. We may call it some Samskritika Bharatam. The following regions were part of Bharatam: Pakistan, Myanmar. You guys don't need to be told. But personally, they have missed out actually portions that were kind of extended regions where Hinduism was prevalent. For example, people talk a lot of Cambodia and all that containing Hindu Angkor Wat and all those areas, right? But actually, if you go to close to even coastal regions of Vietnam, deep inside middle Vietnam, you will find Champa Rajyam. Again, that was vanquished. All those Champas were driven down into Cambodia and they have become Muslims and they reside there. A lot of conversion from Hinduism to Islam happened. They succumbed to that conversion during difficult times. So Champa Rajyam, because if they moved as went somewhere else, unless they accepted that new dharma, they would be killed there also. So, and you know how it is. So Champa Rajyam. So I actually visited with my family several years back, well before COVID times. And you see, they use laterite bricks and some limited carvable bricks to make beautiful temples. they have features of both Hinduism and Buddhism inside, if you notice. So yeah, I found Shivalinga, everything over there, even Vishnu's thing. There is actually a museum in the town nearby where all the vigrahas, murtis that are kind of rescued from these ruins are kept there in safekeeping. Ganesha, beautiful Ganesha, all those things are there, worth visiting. When we visit Vietnam, we miss going to Champa region, so we should go. And it's called Maison area. This area is called Maison in their language. So we have to go to ask for going to Maison area. Mizan or Maison or something like that. Okay. So that's that. So all this orange, yellow regions have seen influence of Hinduism, Buddhism, and all that.
Sir, that
Okay.
Vietnam also sounds so Sanskrit word.
No. It comes from their some other. They have their own language.
No, on previous slide you had written Vietnam, so
Vietnam. No, it is in coincidental. Okay, the area was called Champa Rajya. Okay.
Mahodaya, in the first shloka, Banuhu Shukraha, that Visarga is not having any sandhi, whereas for Guruhu they have done. Is there any?
Actually, Banush Shashi, it will become Sa and become Sha, Banush Shashi, like that. I don't know whether
Similarly, Shukraha and Shani?
Shukra Shani, something. I have to check the rules, Bhagini. There somehow,
But actually,
whenever
why don't they
Shakara
do
is
some?
there.
In some places they do sandhi, sometimes they don't.
Like I told, Vivaksha, no? We talked
First
about
one.
it, Bhagini. Vivaksha.
Cha comes in between, it seems. That's
Vivaksha. Okay. And also we have to
Guruhucha.
check whether the rules are met. Anyway, we are not yet, we have to go look at the Visarga Sandhi table to see if it merits. Okay. See here, Shakara was generated from Sakara. Okay. Here, Sakara, whether can generate a Shakara in the presence of a Sha is something. Cha generates it. So we have to see, maybe. Banushashi, Shukrashani, may be possible. Okay.
Because before that, Guruhu plus Cha, they have made it Gurusha.
No, we were only debating whether there is a case for a Banus with Sakara change to Shakara there also. We have to check the Sattva rules of Visarga to see this. That's possible. Okay. Yeah. But anyway, finally, accepting that it is possible, till we have to leave it to the Kavi. It is not our duty to say Kavi should have done Sandhi. Okay.
No. Sometimes it is done, sometimes it is not. Even in Pravesha, that Guru Brahma, Guru
Bhagini, his Vivaksha, Kavi's Vivaksha. They normally do, but sometimes they don't. This is Vivaksha. Sometimes what also happens is when transcribers write it somewhere, they write it split and it remains like that forever. Okay. As long as it doesn't disturb the chandas, it is okay to see the split, right? Yeah.
Sir, just to mention this, for the Visarga Sandhi, if the first letter of the next word is Sha, Ka, Sha, Pa, Fa, for these four letters, there is no change. Visarga remains.
So that means Visarga remains. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So this one is not meeting the condition, right, Varya? Thanks. So Varya has looked up and found that it doesn't qualify for Sandhi. Okay, so he has done the analysis for us. Thanks, Varya. Okay. So now few prashnas we will finish. Avarane dattasya kriyapadasya uchitam shatranta roopam. We almost long back we studied. Riktastane likata. Write the shatranta roopa in the empty space. Gachat yanam. What is this? Na gachati. Na gachadyanam. Na gachati.
Napumsakalingam.
Napumsaka. Okay. Nagachat. Okay. Gachati is given. Yeah, this will be empty space. We have to fit the shatranta. Gachadyanam. Like that we have to fit. Okay. And they have put Napumsaka to help us as if we didn't know or something like that. But yeah. So because this is all in Dvitiya Vibhakti Prayaha. That's why they have put the linga. Because in Dvitiya Vibhakti, everything looks like Napumsaka to us. So they have alerted us. This is pullinga like that. So please take the correct form. Okay, so let us see if we can crowdsource the answer. So patati is the Kriya Pada, dash Parnam. Patat Parnam. Well done. Patat Parnam, Napumsaka. Next is Dhavati is the Kriya Pada, dash Balakam. Dhavantam, very good. Not Dhavat. Here Dhavantam, we have to go Pullinga. Well done. Dhavantam Balakam. Well done. Next, Sravat is the. Oh, they have already given the Shatranta. I think there is a mistake. Okay, dash Raktam. Sravat Raktam. There is nothing to be done. Okay, maybe it's my textbook that has already given the answer. Nashyati is the Kriya Pada. Pustak dash Pustakam. Nashyat Pustakam. Napumsaka. Okay, Japati is the Kriya Padam. Dash Bhaktam. Japantam Bhaktam. Pullinga. Well done. Japantam Bhaktam, not Japat Bhaktam. Okay, so if it was Mitram, for example, then it is Japat Mitram. Okay, because that would be Napumsaka. So Vikasati is the Kriya Pada. Dash Kamalam. Vikasat Kamalam. This is a good exercise. This shows us, that's why I have highlighted, okay, color highlight is more for changing the lines. That's all. Okay. Then Spurati is the Kriya Padam, dash Nakshatram. Nakshatram or Spurad. You can also do just Spurad Nakshatram. Okay. So because here again Karkasha, there is Dakara only will come. Here Dakara can come. Spurad Nakshatram. Okay. Then Pathayati, Nijanta version of Patadatu, dash Shikshakam. Pathayantam. So it has to continue to have the Nijanta form, Path instead of Pat. Actually, it is Pathi Dhatu. Pathi the. So Yakara also comes there because of Nijanta. And then the Shatranta added in the Pullinga. Pathayantam. Pathantam would be non-Nijanta version. Nijanta version is Pathayantam, teaching. Okay, Shikshakam. Okay. Next is Jirni Bhavati. Okay. Jirni Bhavati.
Jirni Bhavat
Vastram.
Jirni Bhavat Vastram. Okay, let us stick to Takara. Jirni Bhavat Vastram.
Jirni Bhavat.
Jirna is to become all old, broken, tattered like that. Okay, digested, tattered. So Jirni Bhavati means something becomes tattered. It's a way of compounding Bhudatu on top of some terminal status. Huh? Like that. Okay. Last one. Chalati. Dash Yantram. Chalat Yantram. Chalat Yantram. Well done. Okay. And next we have Shatrantani Visheshanani Iva Visheshyani Anusaranti Tani. So Shatrantas are like Visheshanas and they track the Visheshya. That's what I have said there, which they had taught us in the lesson, but I am remembering for us. So we have to take the underlined Shatranta Rupa and identify the Linga and the Vibhakti. Good challenge. Okay. So now what I will do, I'll mute everyone. Okay, I'm going to call someone. So Kalashekar 115. Bhagini. What is 115, Bhagini?
I told you that I was in the
Bhagavad Gita number. Sorry, I forgot. Yeah, correct, Bhagini. So Kalashekar variye. So Gachantam Balakam Pashya. What is the Linga and Vachana?
Pullinga and Dvitiya.
Pullinga, Dvitiya Vibhakti. To track Balakam. Well done. So Pum and Dvitiya, Ekavachanam. Also you can say Ekavachanam. Nice. Okay, thanks. One more, Bhagini.
Gachat Jnanam. This is Napusalingam. Sorry. Dvitiya, this is...
Bhagini is getting all twisted.
One second, I'll tell you. So
Yanam is what Linga?
Jnanam is this thing. Vehicle. It's a Pallingam.
No, Yanam is Prathama also Yanam Napumsakalinga. Okay. But here Yanam Pashya, Yanam Gachati, it is not Yanam Gachati. This is a lot Madhyama Purusha, Tvam Pashya. So Tvam is the Karta. So Yanam is Karma. Okay. So what Vibhakti of Karma Pada?
Ditya.
Dvitiya Vibhakti. What Vachana?
Gachati is only Ekvachanam.
Ekavachanam. Okay. So Dvitiya Vibhakti Ekavachanam and Shatranta Rupa. Napumsake. Napumsake Dvitiya Ekavachanam. Okay. Well done. Thanks, Bhagini. Ananta Lakshmi.
Yeah.
Variye.
Nashyat Vastram Tyaja. That Nashyat is Napumsakalinga. Dvitiya Vibhakti.
Again, because Lord Tvam Tyaja. So Vastram is the Karma Pada for the Tyaga. So Vastram is Karma Pada being Dvitiya Ekavachana and it is Napumsaka. Nashyat is also in Napumsaka Dvitiya Ekavachana. Otherwise, it would have been Nashyantam Vastram or something like that, right? If it was Pullinga. So, okay. So Napumsaka Dvitiya Ekavachana. Looking at the word and looking at the Shatranta Rupa only, we get to know the Linga. See, Gachantam was Pullinga, Gachat is Napumsaka. Very easy. Okay. One more, Bhagini.
Nashyantam Grantham Samikaraya. Here also Grantha is Pullinga, but it is in Karmani. So Grantham.
No. It is not in Karmani. It is Karma Pada.
Karma Pada.
Karmani and all don't go so far.
Karma. Then so Nashyantam is the Pullinga, the Dvitiya Vibhakti.
Vachana?
Ekavachana.
Ekavachana. Well done. Pullinga Dvitiya Ekavachana. And Samikaranam means to make it proper. That means the book that is becoming destroyed or old, make it proper. That means get it rebound, rebind it, something like that. So, or put a cover to it. Things like this is Samikarana. We had seen this earlier. Okay. Thanks, Bhagini.
This is also late Lakara, Kamikaraya.
Correct. But here it is a niche lot. Okay. See, Sami Karotu or Sami Kuru would have been direct lot. Okay. You do it properly. Sami Karaya means go to the binding shop and get it restored. Okay. Niche is there in the Krudato. So this is Sama and then Sami or something like that prefix, and then Krudato, then niche, and then lot in Madhyama Ekavachana. Appa, so much is there in that word, appa. we'll never tire of the magic of Samskritam. Okay, all right. So next, Narayanan Varya.
Nashyat Yantram Na Kretavyam. Napumsakalinga Prathama Ekavachana.
Prathama Vibhaktiya. Very good. Why?
Karmani Prayoga.
Karmani Prayoga. Tavyat. Well done, Varya. So, Tvaya na kretavyam, janaihi na kretavyam, lokena na kretavyam, like this. Okay? So, well done. So, yantram na kretavyam. This is where we have seen series of Dvitiya. So, Mahodaya has kind of went through it mentally and come with the correct answer. So, initially I also got non plus, but he smartly done it. So, Tavyat. So, Napumsaka Karmani Prathama Ekavachanam. Okay. Last one for you.
Vikasat Pushpam Udhyane Shobhate. Napumsakalinga Prathama Ekavachana.
Pushpam Shobhate. So, Pushpam itself is the Karta of the Shobhana Kriya. Okay, there is no other person involved. So, Pushpam Shobhate is actually Lat Atmanepadi Dhatushu. So, here this is Prathama Vibhakti Ekavachana Napumsaka Pada. So, to go with that is Vikasat is also in Prathama Vibhakti. Well done, Napumsaka. Thanks, Varya. Well done. Smart. He got two tough ones and he did it perfectly. So, let's see. I have not been calling everyone, so let me involve. Ponnu Subramaniam Varya, you are able to participate? Ponnu Varya. Namaste, Varya. So, Shailaja, you stand by. I will call you next. You keep your hand up. So, Samskritena Uttarayata. So, Punnuvarya, do you remember Virajaha kaha?
अहं न आगतवान् वर्गं
ओ एवम् एवम् अस्तु तर्हि त्यजतु अग्रे पश्यामः शैलजा वर्ये
विराजः कः विराजराजश्च कः विराजः गरुडः
गरुडः
विराजराजः विष्णुः
विष्णुः सम्यक् सम्यक् कृतं सम्यक् उत्तरितं सो विराजः गरुडः विराजराजः विष्णुः थैंक्स भगिनी so now one second don't raise further hands already I have a lot of volunteers so whom I think Shailaja is finished so so Prema Shripati Rao Varye Prema Shripati Rao Varye second one for you
विद्वान् पुरुषः कः This is in the Subhashitam.
It's okay. Open the book, scroll there and check. We'll give you a second.
Before the Bhagavad Gita. Second Subhashitam, Mahodaya.
Read the Subhashitam for us.
Second line, Mahodaya.
No, read the full Subhashitam.
Shastran aditya api bhavanti murkaha yaha tu kriyavan purushaha saha vidwan.
So literally yaha kriyavan shastrajnyaha saha vidwan. Kriyavan shastrajnyaha. Put the earlier quality also. Because only earlier quality, without earlier quality, doing some random work is not vidwan. So kriyavan shastrajnyaha vidwan. Like that. Okay? Purushaha bhavati. Well done, Bhagini. So, yaha kriyavan apicha shastrajnyaha saha vidwan. I should also add here. Saha vidwan. Well done. Thanks for the research for us. And, okay. S.L. Anuradha.
Yes, sir.
Kim namamatrena arogam na karoti.
Arogam na karoti. Suchintitam aushadam. Namamatrena aturanam.
Aturanam arogam na karoti. Okay, well done. Namamatrena aushadam or you like you explained even better. Suchintitam aushadam arogam na karoti. Roginam. Very good. So next normal Anuradha, not with SL certification.
Atite kim ज्ञातव्यम Atite कार्य शेषज्ञम
Sheshatvam or Karya Shesham or Karya Sheshatvam, something like that. Okay. Can you read the whole verse, Bhagini?
Yes. Ayatyam Gunadoshagnyaha Tadatve Shipra Nishchayaha Atite Karya Sheshagno Vipada Nabhibhuyate.
Vipadam Nabhibhuyate. Very good. Those with those three qualities will not face difficulty during work. So, Atite Karya Sheshagnam Jnatavyam. So, Karya Sheshagnam. That means whatever remains in the undone, unfinished job should be known like that. Atite Kriyayam Karya Sheshah Jnatavyaha. I think Shesham, I think there it is in karma position. So maybe we have to correct it like this. Karya Shesha Jnatavyaha. That's okay. If you write it as Karya Shesham Jnatavyam, we'll take some meaning of Shesham there. Okay, we'll not worry too much about this now. Okay. So last one. I finished with all the Anuradhas. So I have no more hands. So I will call someone. Bhavita. She is also an earlier student of mine, I think. Bhavita. Pavita, were you there in my Parichaya class? I am not able to hear you, Bhavita. No, your microphone is unmuted, but no sound is coming through to us. Logically, it is connected, but okay. I think there is some problem at Bhavita's end. Let her fix that for future classes. Bharatrudra. Bharatrudra, sorry. Bharatrudra Varya?
Yes, sir. Yasya pada dvayam na bhavati saha Kah.
So
Pangu.
Pangu. Very good. Yasya padadvyam na bhavati saha panguhu. Well done. Okay. Yasya netre na karyam kurutah saha kaha.
Andah.
Andaha. Vandana Varye. Vandana Varye all the way from Gujarat, I think, from her surname.
Yes.
Welcome, Bhagini. You have a beautiful new lovely university. I am seeing the advertisement in Samskrita Bharati's magazine also. So nice
Where?
to see.
Baroda?
Somewhere nearby, yeah, Baroda, but they gave some other name of that area, I think.
Yes, sir. Students after sixth standard can from there till 12th they will go and
Yeah,
join
it is
there.
going viral in WhatsApp, no?
That must be Sadi Rao Gaikwad University.
Very nice.
Everything is free there.
Very nice. Very nice. Anyway, thanks for keeping the Sanskrit flag high. In the last 8-10 years, I think the government has also suitably supported. And I think a lot of new Sanskrit related activities have sprouted everywhere. Samskrita Bharati is most happy because what Samskrita Bharati has done is to prepare people to try and enter those even as adult students for the postal courses, remote courses, etc. if they can't go. But for the youngsters, it will be great, those who can enter.
ಸರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ
Okay.
ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕನ ಬಿಟ್ಟೇ ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ ಸರ್.
ಅಯ್ಯೋ ಮೇಡಮ್, ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದೆ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತನ. ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರು ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ? So Bhagini is saying everywhere things are happening. What is happening in Karnataka? I said Karnataka has left Sanskritam.
It is base, sir, no? So Karnataka.
If not base, it used to be a stronghold.
Yes, sir.
If you go
We
to
have
Mysuru,
Central Sanskrit
as long as
University, Karnataka
it is
Sanskrit
there,
University.
it's there is a Karnataka Sanskrit University. It is Pangu. It has become a little kuntita, but that's okay. It is running. I'm not complaining. Okay. Sringeri is doing wonderful job because it is supported by Sringeri Matha, where dharmically they
yes,
are
sir.
supporting.
Near
Sringeri is doing.
Mangalore.
The place which I cry, the two places where I am crying is one is actually Mysuru. Mysuru had one of the best Sanskrit colleges in my father's time. Okay, when the kings were still powerful and their influence extended, etc. But by our generation, thanks to government, it is like nobody is interested. So it has lost its glory. It is there in Nama Matra, it is there. And another place, Mayalkote, had some very good Sanskrit work happening due to some very interested Panditas there. Again, those they destroyed them because they were not of the correct religion. They were destroyed by putting all kinds of accusations saying they are making money and all that. And after that, that institute has gone to dogs only. Okay. So there is a Sanskrit Research Institute in Mayalkote, again, which is only a physical structure with no people. Physical structure without people, what is the use? Okay.
Meaningless. Yes.
Meaningless. So, but
That becomes
Tirupati is still doing well. I hope somebody doesn't put their hand with all kinds of things.
Melkote is fully functional, and research scholars come from various states.
But it's not in its very strong form, sir. It is very weak. I made a visit couple of years back. They are just holding on to 10-year-old work and demonstrating that only. Genuine forward, unless the leaders are strong. I'm not blaming the research workers that may be there, but they don't have good direction. There is no strong leadership. Total lack of strong leadership. There was, as long as Lakshmi Tatachar was there, it was very strong leadership. Anyway, and then some good work is happening in Tirupati. Okay, in Karnataka. So, because you brought up Karnataka, I am pointing out to the 4 or 5 places where good things are happening. Okay.
are increasing.
There is a new university sprouting in Bengaluru called Chanakya University. Again, lot of private effort. Somewhere in the Devanhalli area, somewhere I heard. Some good work is starting to happen. Hopefully, it will develop into something. It has the support of ex-Infosys guy, Mohandas Pai. Mohandas Pai is in the board. So hopefully something good will happen out of that.
Yes.
ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಫಂಡರ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್.
Yeah, you need people. So with that, we will conclude today. And thank you very much. So let us meet next Saturday, guys. Thank you. Namaste.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.
ಧನ್ಯವಾದ.